Chiang Mai in the old city down near the Phae gate. This whole place down here is surrounded by a moat. Then you come up here, we go up to the Phae gate. This wall, basically the center of the city is surrounded by this wall. Parts of it have been rebuilt recently. Some of it's crumbling and has been around for hundreds of years. But this is one of the main tourist spots when you come into Chiang Mai. You can see how tall it is. And this is a place where they have all kinds of events. So when I first came to Chiang Mai back in November of this year, it was a couple days before the Loy Krathong festival, and this place was absolutely crowded. It's looking like they're getting ready to have an event now. They're setting up. Not sure what it is. So everybody comes here, takes photographs beside the wall. And the big favorite is the flying rats, the pigeons. It's this little fella. How funny. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're getting ready to have here. Definitely some sort of an event. But I'm not sure if it's already happened or if they're just now setting up for it. Anyway, really neat part of the city. I don't live down here anymore. I live up in the Nimon area. But I came down here today to go to one of my favorite restaurants, really cheap too, for Thai food. Costs less than $2 to eat, but it's just delicious. And if you come down to this part over here, you get to see the rest of the moat. Believe it or not, there actually are fish in this. I find it hard to believe, but they are. I guess they're stocked. But I've seen lots of them swimming in schools. We go down here to the front. Of the gate right there. They have these lights come on at night. They shine up on the walls, lights it up. It looks kind of cool. But this whole area of town is kind of unoccupied compared to what it was the week I was here at the festival. I mean, there was just a ton of people. So this is a real touristy part of town. You can get your Burger King. And it's so funny, the Thai restaurant that I went to down here, it's some of the best food I've had in Thailand, but it's absolutely full of tourists. There wasn't a single Thai in the restaurant. It was all Germans and French people. And then over at the roundabout here, you've got more Western stuff. Starbucks, 3-story Starbucks, and a McDonald's. And what's really funny to me is right there is a 7-Eleven, and then right on the other side, literally over there is a 7-Eleven. So you have a 7-Eleven every half block in this area. So this is kind of a neat place to hang out in the old city. I had a good time when I was here, which I stayed down while I was looking for a place to live. I stayed down here for about 10 days. I was here actually 9 days. I booked the hotel for 10 days, but I stayed down here for 9. And the nice thing about the old city is that you really don't need transportation. Everything that you would want or that you would need is within walking distance. And lots of folks come and they live in Niman, at least foreigners do. But I think this would be if you didn't want to have to rely on transportation, you didn't want to get a car or a motorbike, I think this would be a fine place to be. If you want to rent a car, there you go. Although I found that car rentals here are very expensive compared to Phuket. So when I was in Phuket, I was there for a month and I rented a car and I paid 12,000 baht, which is roughly, I think it's just slightly under $400. And here, I think the cheapest one that I found for a month was like basically 600 bucks. It was a little less than 600. It was 18,000 baht. So your mileage may vary. You may do better than I did, but I found that car rentals were much more expensive here. All right, so that's the Phae Gate. Probably the biggest tourist attraction in Chiang Mai. And the funny thing is, I had never heard of it before I came here. The hotel I got, we booked it. I didn't even know it was right next door to the place. So the hotel was booked for the festival when we were here. And I only paid like, I don't know, it was like 16 bucks for a night to be there. But anyway, so that's the Phae Gate.